guys, Rob from the Razor's Edge. I've already got my pre-shave on, and I got some new razors from Eric. He refurbished a couple of razors. We've got a Herder 77. Pretty excited to give that a try. It's just shy of 7/8, and this beautiful MK10. I cleaned the oil off it, gave it a polish with the polishing cloth, and just stropped it on my block strap. This one has that Olympus stone edge, and the 77 has a JNAT edge. So got my normal pre-shave on. We are trying the Citrus Freeze from the Cajun Blade, the Daiquiri Shack. So pretty excited. This is a menthol. If I'm getting this right, this, as far as I know, is Eric's only and first menthol. So this has a menthol in it, which is cool. I'm going to follow that up with a little bit of Rise and Shine. They seem to go well together. And what else here? I also have the Gator Grease. I usually like to put that on now before I put my splash on. And put that up there. And yeah, let's get to it. Haven't used my T3 Trafalgar in a while. If I'm pronouncing that right, I believe I am. Whatever. Synthetic. Haven't used it in a while. So first thing I will say about this soap is that it's very, very subtle in the jar. Once you lather it out, the menthol kind of starts to hit you. And the citrus notes, start to blossom out of the lather. So, like some soaps I have, it's like I said, it's real subtle in the tub. And then when you go to lather with it, it's like all of a sudden it just comes alive. And but as you can see, I mean, it's like a lather machine. Stuff it's nice. I've never been to a Daiquiri Shack down south, but because we don't really have those in New England. But I don't really have it to, have anything to compare it to. So I'm trying both of these edges today. So we're going to try the 77 on the JNAT edge. I'll do that on the right side. But these both HHT 5, 4, 5, but pretty much a solid 5. Just soundless. As soon as the hair touched it, it was like it just fell off. But I can tell by the way it's going through my beard that this is a beautiful JNAT edge. Let's kick this down a little bit. I did not mute these edges. Man, this thing feels blisteringly sharp. Well done, Eric. Well done. This is just me going easy on my neck. I've learned if I just slow down a little bit on this first pass when going down, where the hair halfway down my neck sweeps back up, I get much less agitation. Making sure I'm still in frame, guys. Beautiful edge on this. Really curious about that Olympus edge. I've heard nothing but good things about that stone. From what I hear, it's a bit pricey. But all my good stones are kind of pricey, so that's no shocker. Man, this sponge is loaded with hair. All right, let's try the other one. Kind of excited. I was looking for a MK32, and Eric came through with the MK10. And the cool thing I think about this razor is the way that this whole shoulder area is ground with the thumb notch and everything. And then it's got a bit of a, I guess you could say, a partially round, partial French tip, but basically it's a French tip. But really like this razor. It's very cool looking. And it feels real good in the hands. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, that's a completely different feeling. That's pretty awesome, actually. The Olympus stone, eh? So I didn't mute these tips. Does not, Eric's right, it does not feel like a normal slate edge. It's I don't know, it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's interesting. It's very sharp, very keen, but super comfortable. Wow. Nice job, Eric. Really, really nice. I mean, look at that. It's just taking it all, man. Taking it all in the first grab. Very nice. And the soap is really starting to grow on me. You just really don't get the full sense of it until you lather it up and have it on your face. It's starting to dry out a little here. Doing Sean's trick, using the spray bottle. I like that. Simple and easy. I use it on the stones, might as well use it on my face. So to talk about something else, I know I mentioned this in my last video, which by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the little short I did. I was just playing around. I've never done a short before, so I figured I'd play around with some ideas yesterday. And I didn't go crazy fancy or anything like that. Just man, these edges are keen. So a while back, I sent Eric a Systrum and put my own edge on it. And I really had to re-lap my Arkansas stone. And I should have just done it and finished that Systrum off on that. But I didn't, and I backtracked to my Thuringian. And using Eric's edges, I feel like I did him a disservice by not giving him my true Arkansas edge. I ended up on Sean's Systrum lapping that stone out again and giving Sean a nice Arkansas edge. But at some point I'm gonna have to send Eric another edge of mine. Something that matches up to his edges. So those are both beautiful, beautiful edges, and I'm really curious about that Olympus stone. I don't know, just real curious about the Olympus stone now. Oh, my lather's breaking down here in the heat. Oh, geez. Yeah. That heat, I'll tell you, just breaks the lather down. When it starts getting warm out, I stop using the heat because it actually, if I'm being honest, it can be a little bit annoying when it breaks the soap down this much. It has nothing to do with the soap. It has to do with the fact that I have the mug warmer over here on high setting, and that high heat really makes it so you gotta rework the lather up to a nice thickness again. Man, the more I use this soap, the more I like it. It's making me want to go down south and check out one of those daiquiri shacks. Wonder if they got liquor in them, or if they're liquor free, or if it's both. I'll have to ask Eric. But yeah, it's definitely growing on me. Like, I want to just put a straw into the soap and just drink it. That would be funny. I'm sure it wouldn't taste as good as it smells, but you know, hey. So yeah, I'm trying to stay caught up on everyone's videos, and finding it a little difficult, if I'm being honest. I could start naming off guys I haven't gotten to yet, but just please be patient with me. Usually when the boat season starts, I'm in the yard 7 days a week, unless it's raining. It was raining yesterday, but I still work. I still had a bunch of invoices to do. I met a mechanic over at my shop so that he could straighten out the gas tank on my little 20-foot center console. Just a little fishing boat I got a couple years ago, and I don't get enough use out of it, so I'm probably just going to get rid of it, as much as I kind of don't want to. Back to the 77. But I had an issue with the gas tank, with the seal on top where the sender valve and the float valve is, and the screw tops had like basically rotted off. So I don't like messing with gas tank stuff, especially when it's inside my shop and I can smell fumes and all that, and I'd rather just pay a mechanic, or a marine mechanic that knows what he's doing, to do the dangerous stuff. I'll do everything else. I mean, I'm the one when I first got the boat, that put the sender valve in, a new one, but it didn't come with stainless steel bolts. And I noticed that the top wasn't as sealed, and it was leaking a little bit of fumes. And when the following season after I installed it, I went to go fix it and put some sealant in there, and it was no dice. All the heads just blew right off the screws after one season, because they weren't stainless. So, no, it's all fixed. But it rained yesterday, and when I was in my shop yesterday waiting for the mechanic to finish fixing it, I sat there and worked on the short. I had done a shave the day before. Oh, I'm kind of cheating here. Using the 77 on the other side of my neck. But I just wanted to feel these edges. I'm not comparing them. There's no point in comparing them. They're two very different edges. The J-Nat in normal J-Nat fashion is blisteringly sharp. Pretty damn comfortable. It's like, basically it's right at that balance point where it's almost too keen but not yet, you know, type of thing. So like the next shave I get with this 77 is going to be extremely comfortable. Whoa, almost dropped it. Almost dropped it. That would have been bad. But this 77 Olympus Edge, quite pleased with. It's very, very comfortable. Even the way it cuts through the hair is different. Than most edges I've tried. So I'd have to agree with Eric. It's quite a unique. It's quite a unique stone. So I'm all miscombobulated today. Just came from the boat yard. Worked this morning for a little while. Finished up 2 projects we had going yesterday, and I already invoiced them, so I want to be able to turn those invoices in and not feel like the work wasn't done. So even though it was kind of cold and windy today, I just wanted to get down there and get it done. And yeah, if you're gonna stumble and try to catch a straight razor, if it's closed, like what just happened, you know, it's one thing to go for a razor that you can see. Eric made sure that the pins were nice and solid, and I wasn't afraid that I was gonna cut myself. But if this thing was open, I would have just let it go, you know. No, starting to dry out a little bit. Talking too much. Basically, I'm just going to do this and just a cleanup pass. I'm not going to lie, this Olympus Edge really has me questioning whether I want to start looking into Olympus stones. It's just a very unique edge. I know how keen, let's put it this way. I know how keen a normal slate edge is, and how comfortable. In my opinion, most, not all slate, but most slate is pretty comfortable. And oh, let's go up. This is comfortable, yet super keen, almost like a J-Nat, but a little different. I don't even know how to explain it. It's keener than a normal slate edge. Like against the grain right here on my top lip, and it's just zipping right through it like nothing. I feel like these edges are so keen that I'm really having to stay on top of the light touch, you know, and like try to have good pressure management. Is probably the best way to say it. Otherwise, it just wants to dig into you, and not in an uncomfortable way. I mean, it's like the perfect balance between keen and comfort, which is exactly what I look for these days. I'm always looking for a balance now. When I used to chase the perfect edge, I was chasing keenness at first, and that's switched over to where I think the perfect edge is a balance between keenness and comfort. I gotta say, that's pretty damn close. A little bit against that jawline, and over here it's just right there. So I'm just gonna lather up the neck a little and just dive right back in. Yeah, like right now this lather is coming out of this mug warmer like almost too hot, if there is such a thing. Just trying to be super mindful of the toes on these, because I don't know if he killed the edge, and I just don't want it to grab. Hold on, let me just clean my hand off. I really like this MK10. Just the way that it feels in the hand alone. And I almost dropped it. That's actually the first razor I almost dropped. I'm usually super careful, but kind of slipped there for a second. It's a good shave, guys. Nice. Good stuff right there. Alright guys, I'm gonna get cleaned up here real quick. Lovely shave. Oops, missed a little spot right there. Kicking things in the bathroom. Looks like I agitated my neck right here just a little bit. If I'm being honest, I felt like I was being just a little heavy-handed with the J-Nat edge on that 77. Super keen, super keen. And I could feel it when I got around my Adam's apple. And when I was coming down with it on this side. Beautiful, beautiful edges, Eric. I just got to stop doing the bull in the china shop stuff. You know? It's like my hand is bungee jumping off my face with the razor, you know? Just... All right, let's do a little bit of gator grease. Love this stuff. It's usually about how much I grab. Yeah, I was making the mistake of putting this gator grease on sometimes after the splash. But you really want this to soak into the skin before you put the splash on, you know? In my opinion. I mean, everyone does, you know, everyone can do what they want. I just feel like the protection that the stuff and you know, relief if you're heavy-handed like me sometimes, you can see the agitation's like already gone. Anywho, just gonna throw a little bit of splash on here and call it a beautiful, beautiful shave. And then I'm gonna set up to cut the hair. It's not terrible, but I just like staying on top of it. Yeah, looks even enough. Good enough for me. The daiquiri shack, I like it. With a little bit of rise and shine. Whew. Oh man. Like you still get that nice, even if I put the gator grease on before, it's not like it blocks the splash from getting in, you know? It still penetrates. Man, that was a great shave. Just want to thank you guys for joining me. That was a lovely, lovely experience. Thank you to Eric the Cajun Blade. Bought both of those blades from him. He honed them up for me, sent me the daiquiri shack, and you know, he always hooks me up. He's a great guy. Good friend of mine at this point. Sean, same thing. We're all always talking and sharing ideas and, you know, just talking about different blades, different edges, different stones, just having fun. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining me, and have a fantastic evening. And it's pretty much halfway through Sunday, so everyone have a great week. Take care. Have a good one.